Michi and Shanty's Closet, Canada, and Duchess Vintage, and the Quintessential Thrifter. Hello, Brenda. YYC Gal. Hello, Nat's Cupboard. Who else did I miss? Dawn, Duchess, Shanty's. I think I got everybody. PB and J. Hello, how are you? I'm going to just boop a couple of people. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. Hello, hello. Welcome to the first edition of Hi Angela. Hello Exoleaf. Hello. Thank you, Shanty's Closet. I'm going with matching today. Hi Angela. Hi Sky. Thank you so much for tagging. Cheyenne, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And welcome in. Hello, how are you doing? Yibran Guerrero, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. Thank you, Exoleaf. Okay, so I've only done of the many boxes that there are of mom stuff. I've only done 3 boxes, and I'm pre-listing everything because otherwise she is going to haunt me. So everything's pre-listed so that she doesn't haunt me. And so if you see something that you want me to run that you don't want to wait for, just let me know. It's all beside me. It's all numbered based on the box it was in. So I just have to find it amongst this stuff. But I thought I would just kind of start from the top and work my way down unless anyone has any requests. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Michelle. How are you? So just let you know, this is my mother's stuff. She passed away at Easter of this year. It's okay. We were there. And she had dementia for a number of years. So there may be times when I stop and tell you a story about something related to this item, because some of the items are from a long time ago and some of the items are from the last 6 years. There's kind of a mix within there. So yeah, and hopefully I probably won't get emotional, but you never know. You never know. But let's just see. What's the first thing on my handy dandy list here? Oh, her gloves. Her gloves. Where are they? There they are. Okay. So mom was very particular about having nice gloves, but then she wouldn't wear her nicest gloves. So this, as you can see, that let me just pin it. I forgot that. Pin, tuck, run, Kim. As you can see, these are her kid leather gloves, and they're in really good condition for how old they are. They're older than me. And she kept her good gloves, and her good gloves probably barely ever got worn. Part of the reason, too, that she would wear gloves for special occasions, but she wouldn't keep them on for very long. And so gloves didn't get worn out by my mother was because she used crutches for mobility, because she had polio when she was 4 years old. So she was in the hospital for a year, and when she came out, one leg never worked again, and she used crutches until year 2000. No, 2020, the pandemic. So she, for most of her life, she used crutches, so she couldn't really hold on to the crutches with these. So that's why they're in such good condition, and they smell like leather, and the soap that she had in her, which is this one. They smell like leather and being in the cup. Anyways, shut up, Kim, and run it. Welcome in, everybody. 10 seconds. 10 seconds will do. So these are running now. There's no obligation to buy. Obviously, just come hang out with me while I go through my mom's stuff. Isn't it a little weird? It's fine. It's not weird. It's normal. Okay. It has to be done at some point. Okay. What's next on the list? And if there's something you want me to run earlier, let me know. Oh, the bunnies. Okay. So these bunnies, oh, thanks. Hi, Home Revival. How are you? So these bunnies were made in Kelowna, BC. My grandparents' friend was a ceramicist, a hobbyist ceramicist, but a ceramicist, and she did like amazing work. So these do have they were given to me in 1977. My grandmother had commissioned an entire family. So there was a brother, sister, baby, and the mom and dad. Only the mother and father have survived, and my mom wanted to keep them, so she kept them. So there's only the mother and father left. the children died a tragic, painful death, um, and were too cracked up. You're in Kelowna right now. Non-serious surgery. Oh, that I'm glad it was non-serious surgery. They lived in Winfield, so just a little bit away from Kelowna, um, amongst all the apples and other orchards. So that's where they had a house. You know it well too. Yes. So that's where I live. My grandfather helped. If you go to the museum in Kelowna, there may still be stuffed animals in actual stuffed animals that have been stuffed, taxidermy, not stuffed animals. Those may be my family's because my grandmother donated all of our family stuffed animals. Why did we have family stuffed animals? I don't know. Am I upset she donated them? Not at all. But maybe one day I'll go and see if they're still there. Okay, so running these now, these two hobbyists, they're super cute. Mommy and daddy. Um, did you go to Kelowna for it, Peacock? Maybe that's why it grew back. That's probably why it grew back, is you didn't get it surgically removed in Kelowna. What is next on here? Let's see. That's probably the problem. Got to get it done in Kelowna. Okay, so this Addison's Cadillac. So there, I have another story. There's stories for every one of these things. Oh my gosh. In my day, this reminds me of when I used to be a full-time auctioneer, like cleaning out people's homes. And 90% of the time that you spent was listening to the people's stories about each item and its history, which made it even that much harder to sell it, But uh, but okay, so this is from Addison's Cadillac. Um, if my husband couldn't speak for, my husband grunts, so I don't think I'd notice if he couldn't speak for 3 days. He would just. So my dad worked for Addison's Cadillac when he was a youngin, and these are the brushes that they would give you to clean out your vehicle. And so Addison's Cadillac is no longer. And this was in the drawer, and I just thought, you know what, with everything else touch and run, so anything that was in the box that was of decent condition has been listed. So if there's anything you want me to run early, just let me know. I'm just kind of going through things in alphabetical order right now, to be honest. But happy to go back to anything and happy to move forward quickly. Okay, this one does have a pre-bid. Angel Tea Light Stained Glass is up. Hang on. Please hold. Yes, she's way back here. Okay. Angel Tea Light Stained Glass. So my mother absolutely loved stained glass and she loved angels. So this one held a tea light. The dirt is free. Sorry. And this one does have a little bit of condition issues here, which I noted in the photos. But super, super, super pretty little angel tea light, handmade by, I believe, by one of her friends in Florida. And we will run that now for 15 seconds. It's running now. Thank you, Cindy, for your pre-bid. I appreciate you. Isn't it pretty? That is true, Tragoda. Yeah, employees do get the best ones. Cindy, thank you so much for your purchase. 1, 2, 3. That is coming to you. I'm going to wrap that up nice and gentle and put it in here. Okay, what is next on the list? And welcome in if you're just joining. Yes, we are doing an estate sale for my mom, who was known as the red hen. She was the red hen. My dad was the red rooster. I was the little red chick. Dad's gone. I'm the red rooster now. Bone china flowers. Oh my gosh. Which ones? I have to look at the picture better. Which bone china flowers is it? Or the pink one? Okay. So Mom had an obsession with bone china flowers, and these are the ones that are in the best condition. Now this one is Staffordshire floral bone china made in England. You have a 1960 postal book from your grandfather. That is so cool. And as you can see, it's in really good condition. I don't think I could find anything wrong with it. No. So this is part of Mom had a huge collection of these. We did bury her with one of them. One of them that was slightly damaged so that she wouldn't haunt me for the rest of my life. By saying you buried something that was worth something, you shouldn't have done that, because that would have been Mom. So we'll run this one now from Mom's China collection. This is going to have to get double boxed. Isn't it pretty? It's like having a permanent flowers. This is why she loved it, because she loved flowers. But, you know, we live in Canada, so flowers aren't always readily available. Where am I going to put this? I have to put it back, but just farther back. Okay. All right. So what's next here? Christmas kitten. Christmas kitten. There you are. This Christmas kitten is so freaking cute. Look how cute this is. It's holding on to a little present. It is so adorable. It's got little holly and berries on its head. It is not marked or anything, so I don't know where it's made. It's made in Mystery Town. And that's running now. Mom's Christmas kitten. It's ceramic. Thanks for looking at her. All right, what's next on my list? Oh, the dinner bell with roses. Okay, the picture didn't do it justice. It's a two-piece thing. It has a dinner plate. Hi, Jewelry Mystery Box Canada. How are you? So there's the plate. So it's got a plate that goes with it, because you're gonna have a dinner bell. And then, as you can tell, it's very loud. And it's got roses all the way around. It's not signed anywhere. There probably was a sticker at some point. But Mom threatened to use this to like page me whenever she needed me. I got her something else instead, because it was getting a little annoying. But she had another little bell, and then when she broke that, I gave her an Model T, a Ford Model T horn that she could honk. And she didn't like it because it sounded silly, so she wouldn't honk the horn. So problem solved for me, right? She didn't bug me as much because she didn't like honking the horn. Okay, now, how many of you are old enough to have had a mom or a grandma who had one of these in their purse? And I'm selling this as a collectible bottle. There is still some lotion inside, but it's a collectible item because it's vintage Eaton's. There is wear on the back here for the instructions, but this is, and when I smelled it, and it just smells like my grandma and my mom. Like, this is what our family was an Eaton's family. So running that now. I haven't seen one of these in a store, in an antique store, in a while. I think it's been like a couple of years since I've seen one of these. And I love old bottles and advertising pieces. The things that people threw away are some of my favorite things. But of course, Mom still had at least one bottle of that lotion. I swear they bought it in bulk. Okay, and then this was Mom got this eons ago. I mean, I think it was the 80s. Your family shopped at Zellers? We did too. It smells so nice. It's soap doesn't go bad. It's a gorgeous vintage Elizabeth Arden box as well. And of course, Mom saved the soap. She wasn't going to use the fancy soap. The fancy soap stayed in her drawer to keep everything smelling nice. And because that's what you did. You got fancy soap, you put fancy soap in your drawer, make everything smell nice. And you never use fancy soap. Okay, what's next on here? You remember like potpourri? Glass roses handmade. These are so pretty and so delicate. Yeah, potpourri. It was a solution to everything, potpourri. So there's gorge. This is all handmade. Each piece is hand blown and then put together. They yeah, we had a goose kitchen. We had actually a farm chickens and ducks, and we had it all, geese and everything. As you can see, there's still thorns on there. They're meant to be like that. They're supposed to be thorny, and it's just a beautiful glass roses of mums. And don't forget to look in the show notes, because there is a coupon. If you use the coupon code BARB for my mom is giving you a discount from heaven, or wherever she is. Maybe she's in purgatory. I don't know. I doubt it. She did enough good work in her time, but I'm sure she made it up to the pearly gates. She's probably arguing about accessibility standards in heaven right now, and they probably want to eject her. Okay, the next, and if you want me to do anything in any different order, let me know. I'm just kind of running things in alphabetical order right now. The next up is a manicure set that she never used. Another one of those things. Mom was of that generation where if you got nice things, you didn't use the nice things, because if you use the nice things, then they'd no longer be nice because they were used. And so that was Mom's logic. So it's a gorgeous manicure set. The only problem is it was stored up against something, so there's something here that needs to come off, and I didn't want to scrape it too hard, but it seems to be coming off just with light pressure, a little bit at a time. So it's cowhide, and it's made in Western Germany. And so we'll run that one now for 10 seconds. That's running now. Vintage manicure set, was not used because God forbid you use something that was given to you to use. I don't think people would give nice things thinking you were going to use them, but mom was not of that ilk. Oh, and a novel about John A. Macdonald, or related to Johnny McDonald. Gently. Okay, so this is supposedly a really great novel. It's called MacDonald. It unfolds with some masterful dramatic flair as Gore Vidal's novels on American political history. McSkimming establishes Canada's indomitable first prime minister as an authentic original, rivaling George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. If you thought Canadian history was dull, the sheer storytelling power of this novel will change your mind forever. Or it won't. One or the other. All right, you know what? Not going to go for 5. It's about McDonald's, so I'm going to run it for 2. Running now. I don't know if Mom ever actually read this, or she just kept it in her collection of books. I have a feeling she just kept it in her collection of books. That over there. Okay. What's next? Welcome in, everybody. We're going through my mom's stuff. So if there's anything you're interested in, let me know, and I will run it sooner for you. This is really cool. I love this. RYVD. Congratulations. Where is this one? Is this one all? Yeah, there it is. Sorry. I'm going to move things down. Okay. This one is Manitoba Wild Crocus. So they did a whole series. Royal Adderley did a whole series of each one of the provincial flowers. And my mom got this when she went on a girl guiding. She was part of the Girl Guide leadership. And so she would go all across the country to different events. And this was a gift that she was given by the Girl Guides in Manitoba. And it's so pretty because it's Manitoba wild crocuses. So if you're from Manitoba, or you know someone from Manitoba, or you just really like wild crocuses, this is perfect for you. Now, isn't it neat? I love it. Okay. You can go back up there. You can go back up there. Okay, what's next on the in alphabetical order? Ooh, the mini angel stained glass. Where is that? The teensy tiny angel stained glass. Oh, there it is. So stained glass angels are going to be a theme throughout the time that I'm going to keep finding stained glass angels, because anytime she could, she got one. This one is a sweet little hanging one. You could hang it in your window or make it into an ornament. It does have a little bit of discoloration on its bell, but it's just really cute and sweet. Little stained glass angel, handmade. And that's running now. Ooh, every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. All right, thank you for looking at that. What else do we have here? Oh my goodness. The musical clown. Are you guys prepared for this? So, I bought this on Whatnot from Vintage Zinnia back in 2023. Because it looked like Gumby, because the Gumby man used to wear these, like, you literally used to wear a clown wig on every one of his shows. And that was kind of his shtick. So I saw this and I thought it was so hilarious because it reminded me of Gumby. And so I bought it, and I was going to have it in the back in my selling room. I was going to have it in the background as kind of like look, I've got Gumby in the background. But Mom saw it and she immediately grabbed it, and she refused. Like anytime I tried to take it from her to be like, this is mine, Mom, she'd be like, no, it's hers. So it quickly became hers. And it's a little creepy. So clown alert, it's a little creepy. Yeah. And it's a shelf sitter. So it just sits on a shelf, sitting on my hand flat. And it just plays the music and moves its head in the creepiest way possible. So it's not haunted at all. Not haunted, just a musical clown, honest. Yeah, it is very creepy. And Mom just loved it. She absolutely loved it. Okay, you can go back up here. You're going to keep going for a while, aren't you? Yeah, it's still going. Okay. It's still going. It's going to start slowing down, and I think that's even creepier when it starts to slow down than when it's going fast. But, you know, creepy clown. Okay, oh, right. New inbox. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Let me just arrange things a little bit here to get at this. So this is new inbox vintage embroidered handkerchief set. It's so pretty. Look how gorgeous that is. And it's still in the box. It never got taken out. There's the sticker. It was made in Switzerland, handcrafted, embroidered handkerchiefs in Switzerland. And it's even got, look, the Swiss Alps on it. So Mom didn't go to Switzerland, so I think it was a gift that she got at some point. And it's just really super pretty. These vintage handkerchiefs that have never seen the light of day outside of this box. They've been stuck in this box for like probably 60 years. These poor handkerchiefs. You're gonna have to wait a few little bit longer. They're handkerchiefs to find your new home. Okay. And if you see something that you'd like me to pull up next, just let me know. Everything is right beside me here. I just have to grab it. I'm just going in order. Parasol lady. There she is. Pretty, pretty parasol lady. She is left in, I believe, made in Japan. Really pretty. I couldn't see any issues. Oh, there's a rough spot there, but I think that's part of the design. Really pretty parasol lady. Oh, it does say pre-owned damage, so yes. Running for 10 seconds. Pretty parasol lady. And I think I may have found her dog. If she was supposed to be carrying a dog, maybe no. Maybe it's not her dog. It's somebody else's dog. I just found a dog, but I don't know who it goes to. So I'm gonna hold on to it till I can figure that out. Okay, next up we have oh, Pink Train Bank. So Dad was really into trains. Starting in the 90s, my dad got really back into trains. At first it was just Lionel trains, and then he got into Garden Railroad trains, and then their whole entire life was about, their retired life was about going to different train conferences and train events. And he bought everything in sight that he could, and then he got into diecast. But he loved trains, and so of course Mom would buy anything that was train related, and we would give it to him as a gift. And of course my dad didn't need a pink piggy bank train, but Mom, we gave it to him anyways for Christmas one year, and then Mom took it and put it on her dresser because he didn't like it, so she saved it on her dresser. Okay, this is a pretty pomander. This is a gorgeous vintage pomander. So for those who don't know, you would put your you can put this in the fridge just as is and put some baking soda inside, or you can put potpourri in it and hang it in your closet. And the stopper is right there, still there, and it's in really great shape, and it's super pretty. And it is bone china, and I'll run that for 10 seconds. Super pretty bone china pomander from the Barb collection. And welcome in. If you're just joining, check out the show notes, which are over there somewhere. There is a coupon code that you can use today, BARB, B-A-R-B. That's a little gift from my mother to you, to say happy shopping. So feel free to click on that coupon code or enter it into your wallet so that you can get a discount off of the first item you purchase. All right, now we've got a Royal Albert floral arrangement. This gorgeous Royal Albert bone china. Absolutely gorgeous. These are not going to be fun to ship. I know this is not going to be fun to ship, but and this does have some damage on it, but I think it's just absolutely pretty. It's missing one of its leaves. It is running now. Super pretty. It's like having a permanent floral display. These are great gifts to give to people who can't tend to flowers themselves. So, which is kind of, I think, why Mom liked it, because gardening wasn't easy for her because she had a disability, but she could certainly do that. Where's, yeah. Okay. She could easily garden with bone china flowers. And they didn't need to be watered. You don't have to remember to water them. Okay, and then we also have a Royal Doulton floral boot. There it is. This one is a really sweet Royal Doulton floral boot. And it does have, I don't know where the damage is, but it is in the pictures. I would have found it in the pictures. And there's the Royal Doulton, made in England. And we will run that now for, I don't know what, it keeps defaulting to 30 seconds, driving me. One of these days I'm going to accidentally run for 30 seconds again. Very pretty little floral boot. That was Mom's. All right, putting that up there. What's next on the list? We're getting through there. We're getting through it. Holy cow. This is just, we're only making a dent. This is only the first 3 boxes. Okay, we have a stained glass angel. The pink one, there it is. This one is actually meant to sit on a shelf, and it's angled. Can you see that? It's angled so that it's like an angel watching over you. So it's not meant to have anything, like it's not meant to hold a tea light or anything. It's actually meant to be like an angel watching over you. And you know what? I'm going to run that for 5 because I can. All right, running now. Stained glass angel who watches over you. You just put that up on a shelf, and you could take these flowers off. The flowers are just stuck on there. You could take the flowers off, and then you just have the little hands. There's little metal hands, and then they've stuck on the flowers. So you could put anything else you wanted in instead of the flowers. No, I'll put it there. All right. What's next? Welcome in, everybody. Check out the show notes. I have coupons in the show, or a coupon, I should say, a single coupon in the show notes. Next one up has a pre-bid, stained glass angel. Oh, this one's in the box. Of course, you put it in the checkbook box. And there it is. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so pretty. It's got like a lovely iridescent color on it, and the halo is all roped. All right, gonna run that now for 10 seconds. Running now. Thank you, Cindy, for your pre-bid. I appreciate you. That is running. This one is so super pretty. Thank you, Cindy. That's coming to you. In there. In there. In there. Thank you, thank you. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, the worry box with the 3 glass angels. This is so sweet. Where is it? Here it is. So it's a little velvet box, but you open it up and it's got this worry. It's got 3 angels inside that are spun glass angels. They're still there. And the worry, it says your worry box. This box is for your worries, the aches within your heart, a place to tuck away your fears where love and hope can start. So keep this box beside you and know how much they care. For when you need peace and joy, the angels will be there. Isn't that sweet? And so it's got a cute little, like almost like a satiny little pillow for all of these little angels, and each one has a different colored wings. Different colored wings for these cute little angels. I'm going to run this for 5 and 10 seconds. Running now. Really sweet worry box with 3 glass angels inside. So very sweet. All right, thank you for looking at those. What's up next? And welcome in. If you're just joining, hi Lanny. If you're just joining, check out the show notes. There's a coupon code you can use for today to save yourself some extra money. And check out if there's anything in the store. If there's anything in the store, I dropped the phone. If there's anything in the store that you want me to run sooner rather than later, just let me know. I'm happy to move things up. It makes no never mind to me. There it is. Okay, we're on to box 2. So this is a Centennial glass from 1967. I think this is really sweet. It's got the Canada flag, Canada, and the Centennial symbol. It's got a D on the bottom, which is probably for Dominion glass. And I will run that one now for 10 seconds. Thank you, Cindy, for your pre-bid. I appreciate you. Running now. Awesome. Thank you so much, Cindy. That's coming to you. Sounds good. Okay. What's next? What's next on here? Ooh. I have a new light. I have a new fancy light. So it's a little hot though. I didn't realize how hot it was going to be. A town called Ajax. Oh, I got to unearth this. Okay, so we lived in Ajax. And so, of course, being the history buffs that we are, of course, we had to get the history book about it. Now, we've got like 3 copies, so this is one of the many copies of this book that we have. These sell really well online with, as you can see, there's a little bit, hey, Canadian Brick Cafe. The jacket's got a little bit of a mark there. For those who don't know, the town of Ajax, which is in Durham region in Ontario, just outside Toronto, was, and there's a little rip right there, was a munitions. It was a town that was actually created during the Second World War. They took farmland, they appropriated all kinds of farmland, and they created this this whole entire munitions town. So if you've ever seen the show Bomb Girls on CBC, Bomb Girls is about Ajax. And so, yeah, so this is the history of the town of Ajax, which isn't that old. And it was named after one of the battleships, the HMS Ajax. So, yeah, so there's a lot of history. The first house that I had in Ajax was built in no relation to the cleaner, no, or the god. The first house that I lived in was the second house to be built in 1951 after the war. The houses, so if you ever go there, there's a whole section of the original houses. Those houses were actually built as temporary housing, and so they were put together with nuts and bolts. If you buy one of those houses that was built during the Second World War, they were put together to be temporary housing. They're meant to be taken down, and they were they were just put on a slab. They didn't have basements. They were to be taken down after the war, and were going to be shipped over to England for duct tape and super glue. They were going to be part of helping with the reconstruction to give temporary housing to people in England because they were so affected by the Blitz. But then the people who lived in Ajax didn't want to leave Ajax. And so they ended up, a significant portion of the houses stayed because the people basically bought out the government, which is fascinating. So if you ever want to have a little bit of a history tour, you can go to the town of Ajax, and they have like a little section where you can read all about it, and there's different spots. If you play Pokemon Go or Ingress, it'll take you to all the spots that have the historical plaques that you can read. Okay, where are we? Blue floral brooch. Ooh, where the fork did I put that? Oh, okay, not this one. This one. Okay, blue floral brooch. It's a contemporary brooch. Was super pretty. Let me see if I can. Super pretty floral brooch. There's the back of it. And I will run that now for 10 seconds. Is the book in the shop because of Ontario? Yeah, it's I can run it again if you want. Or I can just put it into the buy it. You let me know. I can put it as the buy it now, and you can, yeah, I'll put it into the buy it now, and when you get a chance, you can buy it now. Yeah, no worries, Dragoda. Thank you for asking. Okay, this one is one of Mom's brooches. It's it's a it's a car. Oops, sorry. It's a Christmas tree on a car. Isn't it sweet? It's a Christmas tree on a car, and that is running now. Thank you for the pre-bid there, Cindy. I appreciate you. Hello, Canadian Treasures. How are you? Welcome in. We're going through my mom's stuff. We're going through my mom's stuff. Cindy, thank you so much for your purchase. And Dragoda, I have a whole history collection. So if there's places that you're missing, let me know because I have way too much. Yeah, don't worry about it, Dragoda. No, there's no worries at all, my love. No worries at all. Oh, the cloud brooch. So this one has like a safety pin clasp on it. Hello, little squirrel. How are you? And it's a very cute little clown brooch. And that is running now. Cute little clown brooch. I'm good, thanks. Going through mom's stuff. We're selling off my mother's things. So we're having a little bit of fun having memories of weird things. How are you doing? As I flip through here. Okay, next is the copper look frame. Okay. This is kind of sweet. It's a copper look frame. It's got this backing on it, and it just, you can change this to whatever you want it to say. It's interchangeable. It's meant to be a photo frame, and it's really pretty. I start with my town. I have Ontario section with many towns. I love that. I love that so much. Cindy, thank you for your bid. I appreciate you. 1, 2, 3. That's coming to you, Cindy. Thank you so much. Okay, what else do we have next? Flip, flip, flip. Sorry, everyone. The Dear God. If you want me to do anything in out of order, don't. I'm not doing things. I'm only doing things in order just to keep my brain functioning properly. Where's the Dear God? Oh, it's in there. There he is. This is really sweet. It's like, I'm the littlest in the gang. Could you stop everybody growing up so I can catch up? It's very sweet. It's a sweet little thing. Cute little Dear God kid from 1982. 1982. I'm not sure why mom kept this. There was no, like, once the dementia set in, she just would keep things that she thought were nice, and sometimes she would just grab things that she didn't think were nice, but just decided they were hers. Kind of like what the reports we're hearing about things going on in the White House bedroom, where things are getting taken. Very similar lines. Okay, folk art mouse. Trying to find family history. Send me a list of the towns, and I might have them. They're in storage right now, but some of them I have out. Depends on where your family's from. I definitely have a lot for the Cavan area. Okay, Peterborough, London, and York. Oh, Peterborough for sure. That's my family too. Peterborough, I got lots. So just let me know. You can just throw it over to me, and I'll let you know what I've got that I can put aside for you, or just I can take pictures of the. All right, thank you for looking at Mr. Mouse. I can take pictures of the particular passages in the pages. Sometimes you really don't need the whole book. Okay, handmade amber glass cat. Oh my gosh. Mom got this. Mom got this at the Corning. So in Corning, New York, Croft family. Yeah, there's still Crofts here. Mom got this in Corning, New York, the glass factory there. Mom got this. They were making these live as a demonstration. And so, of course, Mom had to buy one. You can see the pontil scar there. And yeah, look at that cute little amber cat. So this is like, we went in the 1980s. I think it was probably like 82 to 84, somewhere around there. So this was made in Corning, New York at the Corning Glass Studios. And it's just a cute little kitty cat, amber glass kitty cat. Be Kind DIY, how are you? Your father's side has Croft in the ancestry. That is cool. I know I'm not related to any Crofts as far as I know, but they are still in the area. Okay, scrolling. Oh, there we go. Ladies pocket watch. It's not currently working. There is paint wear on it, but it's a very pretty pocket watch, ladies pocket watch, that probably just needs a cleaning, or you can just, if you don't really need a watch, but you want something pretty to wear, it's like a lady's pocket watch. This is it. It's super pretty. All right, thank you for looking at that. What's next? Scotty dog. Squatty dog. This cute little Scotty dog brooch. So pretty. There's the back of it. You can see all the little dots are there. And running that now. Scotty dog brooch. He's running now. A board game with him? Oh. Ooh. Okay, sparkly clip-on earrings are next. These are super sparkly. There's these ones I really like because they are small, but have so much sparkle in them. So these are vintage clip-on earrings. Let me show you. Hang on. Please hold. This is the demonstration part of the show. Captain Behind, hello, how are you? Okay, so they're really just small and delicate little clip-on earrings. There we go. My ears are not going to like me for this, but that's okay. And we'll run those down. Little sparkle clip-on earrings. Mimics, hello, how are you? How are things? Okay, I will leave those on for a second, as long as I can stand it. They need to be, my ears are very sensitive to anything on them. Yep, that's it. I'm done. That's all I can handle. I tried. I tried. Oh, stained glass window floral hanging. Okay. There it is. Look how pretty this is. Oh, what's happening downstairs? What are the crowds there for? Which thing is happening now? Toronto's always full of busyness. Oh, right. Yes, happy Pride. I forgot. I was watching some show and some guy kept saying, the guy kept giving away earrings, and then he said, they're okay for a man this week or this weekend. You can wear them this weekend. It's okay if you're a man this weekend. If you go downtown Toronto. And I was like, he said it way too many times, and I wanted to just tell him to shut up. But I didn't didn't say shut up, but I wanted to. Like, okay, buddy. It probably sounds funny when he used to say it like 30 years ago, but okay. Isn't that one pretty? I love that one. I have a matching, I have more of that. That's just one of the pieces. I can't sell all of it on Whatnot. It's so hard to ship. And I'm going to be nervous already. Okay. And then my mother was big on Bliss. That is a pokey. It's a pokey Charmander or something. And then there's some Pikachu Choo-Choos. I have some Pikachu Choos as well. So my mother loved lists, like loved to make lists. And this is Tender Bubbles notepad that she never got a chance to use to make a list of things for me to do. Is a very I know it's a very sleepy Charmander. Isn't it cute? I'm going to run this for just 2 doll hairs. I hope that's, yeah, 10 seconds. I know, very sleepy Charmander. I thought it was something else, but I was told by Poke people that it was a Charmander. That's not Mom's. That's definitely not Mom. Okay, vintage sparkle necklace. Here it is. Now, I am going to do like just a jewelry show with Mom's jewelry at some point, but Mom had a lot of like non-costume jewelry. So I wanted to wait until I'm more organized so that I can go through it all. Because I am not going to do bargain basement on gold and silver. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. But this is a gorgeous piece of vintage sparkle necklace. It's not signed or anything, but it's just super pretty. Super, super pretty. And that is running now. Yeah, perfect. Yes, a crown. I need a crown. Okay, next up. And if there's something you want me to rerun that I've run before, let me know. I'm happy to do so. I'm just running through this stuff. I feel like hi Pac-Man girl, if every 2 weeks or so I do another 3 boxes, then maybe before I die, I will get through all the boxes of stuff. Maybe. And I'm trying to pre-list. The temptation to not pre-list and just to unbox is big, but no, I'm trying to behave myself and pre-list. This is the orange guy. The Charmander is 35. Oh, cool. I love the secret word that you use there, Mimics. Thanks. So this is a wood carved sun and moon. Wood carved sun and moon. I have 10 on that. You know what? 8. Make sure it's 10 seconds. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Pac-Man girl. Isn't it cute? And if there's anything else you see in the store that you want me to run, let me know. Thank you, Pac-Man girl. 123, that's coming to you. Isn't it so cool? Zara Blues Treasure Shop, how are you? How are things in your world? What's next on here? So if there's anything else you want me to run, just let me know. And don't forget, folks, I know this is going to be probably the last show of this week, but don't forget to turn on weekly bundling so you can save on shipping in the future. I skipped right past it. There it is. Oh, we're on box 3 already. Holy cow, good for us. Okay, this is Antique Limoges, and there is a coupon code in the show notes. And then once you've made your first purchase, you will have coupons up in the top there in your rewards club. So this is an Antique Limoges poppy and cornflower. Now, let me just read again because it's been a while since I did this. So this is from the late Victorian Edwardian era, circa 1890 to 1914, from Alfred Klingenberg, aka whose signed stuff is AK Limoges, France, porcelain Teacup and saucer. So it's hand painted poppies and blue cornflowers with delicate hand paint, with generous gold trim. Um, so this is a lovely antique. I know, poppies and cornflowers. So this is a really, 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 really nice set. So that is why it did not go in for cheap. But if you got coupons, use the coupons to get this gorgeous piece of antique Limoges, true Limoges antique. All right, let me put that down there. Wait, no, I'm going to put it up here because we've already done this. Okay. What else do we got here? Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining. I know I'm going slow. I'm sorry. Normally I go faster than this, but I'm not used to this way. Okay, so then this is another antique teacup and saucer. This is Nippon. So because of the McKinley Tariff Act between 1891 and 1921, anything that came out of foreign countries that didn't speak English had to have the English lettering, but it didn't have to be like Japan. It could be Nippon, which is the closest to the English spelling of Japan, of how they say Japan. But then after 1921, they changed the rules in the United States so that we've decided you have to actually use our word for your own damn country. So that's why you see Japan, made in Japan. But Nippon, 1891 to 1921, they were trying to get their exports in, and so that is why. And this antique, this is called celery green, is that color, and that's hand painted. Aggravated Angler, and hello Cement Boots, how are you? It is so pretty, and this moirage that's done here is all done by hand. How are you doing, Cement Boots? How are things for you? We're just running through my mom's stuff, so it's like a emotional estate sale. So welcome in. The Shop Ned, welcome in as well. How are you? And hello everyone else. It is hot in Ontario, isn't it? It's very hot. It's very, very hot, which usually happens on Pride weekend. It gets extremely hot. I remember the one year we marched in Pride. The kids and I had some friends with me, and it was the year that Black Lives Matter stopped the parade. Justin Trudeau was prime minister at the time, and Black Lives Matter stopped the parade. And it's oh, that is so cool. Thank you, Mimics. Now I've learned something. Did you know that Ali Owl Always Love Vintage lived in Japan? She actually lived in Japan. She can speak Japanese and read Japanese pretty well. Okay, so this is a hand-blown ruby red art glass rose. It's called a rose bowl. There is a little bit of dirt inside, so the dirt is free. I'm going to run this for just 12 instead of what it says, and that is running now. Ruby red art glass bowl. Thank you for making a purchase, Pac-Man girl. Alrighty, no worries about that. What's up next? Where am I going to put all this? Didn't really plan that part ahead, did I? Someone has a half Japanese kid too. She does too. Yeah. Yeah, so anytime she used to be able to, like, we'd have something and we'd show it to her and then she could read it to us and tell us what it said. Because she can also read some Chinese too, because I guess it's close. I don't know enough. I need to learn more about the world. Okay. Next up we have this really pretty toothpick holder. Love ya, hello. No, not even close. And then I don't know how she did it. She's just too smart. That's why. This is a gorgeous hand-painted antique, another Nippon piece toothpick holder with, look how, you would like a vintage car? We used to have vintage cars. We had a lot of cars actually when I was a kid. My dad was um, a rabid collector as opposed to an avid collector. We had when he passed away, we had 12 cars um, of various ages. So we had a Model A Ford, we had an Acadian, we had the Eldorado from 67. I think it's a 67 Eldorado. The Acadian was a 43. It was very rare. We had they call it kanji, and it literally means words, languages, the Han people. That is so cool. See all the things I'm learning tonight? I don't know. I should just sit here and learn instead of the cell. In the turtle, the little tiny turtle, the itty bitty turtle. Yes, the Capilano turtle. Where did I put him? Oh, there he is. He's hiding behind a lady with a dog. There he is. Isn't he cute? Isn't he so freaking cute? He's so cute. And he was a brass kettle. I don't know. I don't know. You know me. I'll start talking, but probably at least another half hour. How you living the dream? At least another half hour. Depends. On until I run out of stuff. Chops. Oh, that'd make a really good chopstick rest. You're right. Is there someone who's going to be on that I should raid into? Let me know. Thank you, Pac-Man girl. Isn't it cute? He's so freaking adorable. He's got that look on his face too. Thank you, Pac-Man girl. That is such an adorable piece, and it's vintage too. Thank you, Pac-Man girl. The vintage car. Sorry, yes, the T Model T. I think yes. So the Model T. This was one of Dad's. This doesn't have. Oh, it's okay. Wasn't anything. This one right here. I had a kitty one that was like Jane Fonda. Oh, that's awesome. So this one actually has this is like an English one. The drive, as you can see, they're driving on the wrong side. So this was an English. This would have been a touring one. A touring. It's meant to look kind of like a Model T. And that is running 10 seconds. Running now. Thank you, Pac-Man girl. He's good. He's gonna go crazy. He's gonna love it so much. It is so cool. It is such a cute thing. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. Yes, that's part of Dad's collection. So yeah, we had a Model A Ford. My dad was president of the Model A Ford Owners Club. Model A Ford Owners Club of Canada. It was a ridiculously long name. Your uncle would laugh at you every time. So I went to a lot of classic cars, and I'm still pretty good. I'm not as good as I was when I was a kid because my dad would quiz me, like, what year do you think that is? What make, what model, like all that. And then if you go to the same shows over and over again in an area, then you get to know all the guys. And so he would know who had bought what, who from who. He's like, other side, you're not in Canada. Oh, I love that. Okay, we got dolphin. We got a glass dolphin. Mom really loved anything Florida related because she went down to Florida every winter until the pandemic, when we had to bring her back early. We managed to get her in. Like, yeah, it sits flat. Like, hang on. Find something flat. So it sits like that. when I went to visit Hong Kong, they drive funny like they do. It's weird in the UK when to get used to everything being on the other side of the road, but then I'm sure it's weird for them when they come over here. So Mom loved anything that had to do with Florida, and that's why she had a lot of Florida related things that we've barely dug into yet. Oh my gosh. Oh, you want the dolphin? Yes, I will rerun it. Hang on, sorry. Boop. Yes. Run that again for 10 seconds. And that is running now. The dolphin is running now. Thank you, Pac-Man girl. Check left, right, before you cross. Yeah, check multiple times. Also because they drive in the UK. Thank you, Pac-Man girl. I found in the UK they do drive like bats out of hell. No rush, Pac-Man girl, don't worry. The roundabouts, yes. And you take your life into your own hands when you cross as a pedestrian at a roundabout, because they really don't slow down or look or anything. Or anything. Where are we here? Oh my gosh, scrolling. Okay, the Cook's salt and pepper shakers. There they are. Now he does have a boo-boo on him. Yay, unlocked nest. Thank you so much, Pac-Man girl. You've got more coupons you can use. So he's got a boo-boo on his nose and a boo-boo on his face. The chef and his lovely assistant, yeah, he did get into a bar fight, and they're missing their stoppers. So that's why it's only $3 for the lovely couple, because he's got a boo-boo, but I think they're really cute nonetheless. Mom loved salt and pepper shakers. He has a boo-boo. He has a boo-boo, a boo-boo-boo-boo, a boo-boo-boo-boo. There's a few things in here that have little cracks and stuff, but I thought I'll run them because they were part of what Mom saved, and so I feel like I have to give them at least one show, because Mom loved all these little bits. She loved all these things. Okay, now we got a nice big tall. Let's get it out. We have a nice big tall cranberry glass ewer. It does have a little bit of dust in the bottom. Thank you so much, Pac-Man girl. You're awesome. I love you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to run this for 10 seconds. So, ooh, it makes a good echo. It is running now. It is very curvy, isn't it? It's a gorgeous ewer. It's not a pitcher when it's this fancy. It's a ewer. It's fancy and handmade. Mom loved glass stuff. Dad, not so much. Dad liked old antique. He really liked Nippon. Anything Japanese old, because they made it so well. He loved that kind of stuff. But Mom was the one that collected these kind of things. Dad collected die-cast cars and real cars. Okay, this is a crystal dark. Longchamp is the name of this pattern, and it's lead crystal, so don't chew it, which you shouldn't do with glass anyways, or crystal. And hang on, I'll just show you. Ping, crystal. If you're in doubt of whether it's crystal or not, just go ping, and if it's crystal, it'll sound like that as opposed to bonk. Okay. Woo, it's getting hot in here. It is getting warm in this room. It doesn't help that there's this big photo light at my face now. Welcome in. If you're just joining, there's coupon that you can use in the show notes. Check out to see what's in the store. If there's something that you're interested in, let me know and I will run it. I'm just kind of going in order, but there's nothing that says I can't come back to something. Okay, so this is Finnish art glass from this designer died in 1985. So this is pre-1985. This is probably 1970s. There's the sticker still on it, and his signature, I don't know if I can show you. It's in the pictures. His signature is on the bottom right there. It's signed by this artist. This is meant to look like melting ice, like a glacier. And it actually really does. If you look at it, doesn't it look like an iceberg? And that's so cool. So this also crystal. And this is 65, but you can always use your coupons. It actually goes online for like twice that price. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so pretty. I will probably put that in the buy it now. What is next on the list? Hi Ella, how are you? Isn't it? It's so pretty. And you know what? One of the things that you should always do is research stuff that you're looking at, because I looked at it and went, oh, it's not my style. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, well, maybe it's not my style. Oh, this is fancy. Fancy is my style. Okay, and then this we got for Mom to put her notes to remind her to take her pills and stuff. So as you can see, it holds notes. It's magnetic, so it's a little. You can also put you can put this on the fridge. It's a magnetic. It's a magnet, and it can hold photos or whatever, or notes, whatever you want, or you can just look pretty all by itself. You found a necklace. Well, you were in my show. Was it last night? Last night. It's no, the night before. What is this? Anyways, Thursday. When did I do that? When did I do the jewelry show? But that night I found that Christian Dior bar pin, but I was like, I'm not sure if this is Christian Dior or not, so I'm not gonna run it. Oh, that's right, your doppelganger was there. Peacock was there. I was unboxing and I pulled out this brooch and we're looking at it live, and I went, oh, what does this say? Dior. Christian Dior? I better check this out, because I didn't want to sell something that was fake. Because I'm big on following the rules whenever possible. And it turns out not fake. So triple digits. Not 4 digits or 5 digits. That would be nice, but at least triple digits. Which was a nice surprise. Just where am I going to sell it? I don't know. Maybe on Whatnot one day. I don't know. Probably not for what it's full value, but that's okay. This is a cute little mini troubadour made in occupied Japan. So between 1946 and 1952, when the Allies took over Japan and forced industry to make all these tchotchkes for them. I'm just going to run this poor little troubadour for 10 seconds for $2. It is still better than single digits, that's for sure. I would have been happy with double digits, but I was very surprised when it was 3 digits. Still, I think it's just fascinating to find out that, like, I didn't know that the CHR and then the Dior was legit until I looked it up. But I'm glad I looked closely at things before I ran it, just to be on the safe side. I'm sure there were people in the room who were like, just run it. screaming at the phone, like, run it for $5. And we're very disappointed that I didn't. Okay, another Occupy Japan. Now this flamingo was actually sent to this Shelley. I did look it up, and there was a tourist trap type um, company that had all the, because Miami was a really hot place to go to in the 50s and the 40s and 50s and into the 60s. It was like the place to go to, and so of course a flamingo was the ultimate. Anyways, so this is from 1940s to 1950s, because it's made in occupied Japan, and this was imported. It was created just for this one company in Miami, Florida. Okay. And hello everyone. If you're just joining, check out the show notes. I have coupons that are available for you. And if there's anything you see in the store that you're interested in me running, just yell out and I will run that for you. No problem whatsoever. All right, so we have another Occupy Japan piece. There was a box with a lot of Occupy Japan in it. There's the Maker's Mark, and this is the cutest little puppers. This one is in fairly good condition for its age. It does have a little bit of damage on it, which is where? Hang on. Crazing. Okay, the damage is crazing. So it does have a little bit of crazing on it, which is pretty normal for its age. And I'm going to run that for 10 seconds. Occupy Japan, which is having another renaissance. People are starting to discover Occupy Japan and starting to collect it again. Every once in a while, things go out of fashion and they come back in. So that's why it's always good to pick up things that were of interest once upon a time. And in the 80s, there was a huge, like, oh my gosh, Occupy Japan had like its heyday in the 80s. Everybody wanted to collect it. And my parents were right on that trend. Right on that trend. So mom had lots of Occupy Japan. Now this puppers was given to mom by one of our family friends, Uncle. I called him Uncle Jack Chapman. He was a farmer in Harwood, Ontario. This poor guy has been through the wars, but he's kind of got like a little bit of, he lived in a farmhouse with a gentleman who was all by himself, and poor Jack. He came over to Canada from England before the Second World War in the like late 1920s, and he went back home and got married, and then he brought his wife back over with him, and she got pregnant and had a son. And she decided that farm life in Canada were not for her. It was too much hard work, and so she left him, took the baby and left, and went back to England, and he never saw his son again. And that's sad. That was my Uncle Jack Chapman. But then, I don't know the whole story. I just know that part of the story. I don't know the whole story. Let's see. What's next? Oh, okay. We have an Occupy Japan sage. Where is he? This one. Now, supposedly, I looked this up. So this is probably a depiction of Xiaozing, the Chinese god of longevity, or another Taoist immortal. The staff with the orb, this one, and the peach or pearl-like object are common symbols associated with longevity, wisdom, and immortality. So there you go. You can have this symbol of longevity and immortality, and maybe if you put it in your house. It's made in occupied Japan. It's been around since between 1946 and 1952. I love his little beard. I love how, look at his little beard. Your beard is so cute. He's giving me the stink eye for telling him his beard's cute. Um, so I did look it up because I was curious. I was like, what do these things mean? They must mean something. You don't just hold a thingy and a thing. It must mean something. And it turns out I was right. It does mean something. Okay. And then I've got this reclaimed frog painting. Note that there's a chippy right there. The long brown eye and long beard symbolize wisdom or something. Wisdom. Well, I mean, I guess if you're old enough to have a beard, a long beard that's white, you're probably old enough. Eyebrows, long eyebrows. He doesn't have long eyebrows. My grandfather had really long eyebrows. Yeah, and this was from reclaimed wood, and then she used a pop tab. These were sold. This was sold in the Dunedin market. Um, this late I bought it off a lady in the Dunedin market in like 2020 2022. 2022. It was on our way back before we left. So it does have a little paint chip right there, but it's really kind of cute. Hey Cindy, thank you for all of your bids. I think we've run through everything, but let me know if I haven't. We're working our way through. Here he is. He's really adorable. Mom loved, thank you, Sandra. Mom loved frogs so much. She got obsessed by frogs while she was in Florida. Thank you, Sandra. That's coming to you. She got obsessed by frogs while she was in Florida and like ended up there were so many frog things. I couldn't take all the frog things with us back home. It was impossible. The whole van would have been frog things because she just and I don't know where it came from. I have no idea where it started. Um, but all of a sudden she was just totally into frogs and she never, maybe that was the start of the dementia. I don't know. I think frogs are cute, so I don't blame her. Okay. This next item is from Coburg, Ontario. It was 1991 and there's the signature. Um, it's Zed Lysick, and I couldn't find any information about this person, but this is a common loon, and it's painted on natural river stone, and it even comes with a little holder, multiplying like rabbits. Yes, the frogs were multiplying like rabbits, that's for sure. So it has its own little holder, still has the tag that comes with it. So this was made in Coburg, Ontario, hand painted little loon rock. It's kind of cool. And Mom probably bought this at one of the craft fairs in knowing her. 1991, yeah, I would have been in university or something that time. Isn't it cute? The brass kettle, thank you so much. That's coming to you. Grab you some stuff. If there's anything else you want me to run from earlier, just let me know. I'm happy to run anything at all. It's all just sitting here and just wrapping everything up nice so that nothing gets wrecked as we go here. Okay, thank you so much, Pascal. So if there's anything you want me to run, just let me know and I will run it. I'm just going through. Oh, yes, my egg chick, my egg chick cup, my egg cup. That's an egg chick. So when I was a little red chick, this was my egg cup. Is it not freaking adorable? Hi, sassy girl keychains. How are you? So this is my egg cup when I was a little kid, and it was older than me when I used it. So it's probably 1960s, not 1970s when I used it. But it's the cutest little guy. All right, what else do we got here? Ba, 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 ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We must be about to get a storm. Are we going to get a storm? Because my head is starting to kill, and that usually means we're going to have a storm. Okay, so this is a little vintage Mark's toy. Mark's toy. And it's a child playing on a chair with the doggo. It's very cute, and it's just this little mini Mark's Toy collectible. It is very sweet. I think this would look really nice on one of those mini shelves. It's old Mark's. All right, thank you for looking at that one. It's a cute little mini. All right, what else do we got here? I thought 65 items would be easy to sort through. I was incorrect. Pin, okay, vintage Napco Originals girl walking the poodle. All right. Yes. So we have one poodle, one spaghetti poodle, and we've got the girl walking the poodle. Please note she does have a loose thread. I didn't want to do anything with it. I just wanted to leave it just in case the new owner wanted to do something. Otherwise, she's in really good condition. Her petals look fine. She does have yellowing on her little pinafore, but that's totally normal for her age. If you want, you could try to carefully oxy soak her, but it's glued on, so it ain't going anywhere. So I'm going to run that. I'm going to run this for 13 instead of 18. So vintage Napco Originals girl with walking her poodle, still with the poodle. Poodle's still attached, got her chain and everything. That was actually, that particular piece was Mom's from my great aunt Marge, who had a whole huge collection of ladies walking poodles. My Aunt Marge loved collecting ladies walking poodles, and so she had a huge collection of them. This is the last couple of the bunch from my great aunt's collection. Let's see what else we got here. Vintage Occupy Japan Scholar. Which one are you? You're the Scholar. Okay. Now please note, Buddy's got some chips on him. So I'm just gonna run him for 2. He does have chips on the brim of his hat. He's occupied Japan, so 1946 to 1952. But he is another wise old scholar with great wisdom, and that's a fly whisk, they would call it, to keep the flies off, because there's no flies on us. There ain't no flies on us. There may be flies on some of you guys, but there ain't no flies on us. Okay. Last one of the Occupy Japan gentleman is this. Now, from what I can gather, he's a farmer. Do 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 boo boom. Yeah. Now he also has a little boo boo. So I'm gonna run him for 2 as well. And the farmer is running now. Another Occupy Japan piece. He does have a boo boo though. He's a sweet little Occupy Japan guy. All right, thank you for looking at him. And then I think the only thing what's left is just is the vintage Sadler blue iridescent tea set. So it's got the, I'm not going to hold it all up at once, I can't. So it's got the sugar from Sadler, and I mean the iridescence is amazing on this. It's like little tiny rainbows all over it. I love lusterware. It also has the creamer, Sadler creamer, and for some reason there's an extra lid, but I mean, you never know. You might break one of the lids and need an extra lid. So and then there is the teapot, and it's a nice generous sized teapot from Sadler, England. But again, look at that iridescence, and it's in like near new condition. Looks like it was barely used. So this was part of Mom's collection. And that will run for 10 seconds. So you get the teapot, the cream, the sugar, and the bonus extra lid, because I don't know what else I'm going to do with the lids. So you might as well keep it. And if you don't want it, then you can donate it or something. Okay. That is it. Is there anything that you want me to run? I'm just going to double check that there aren't any pre-bids that I missed. I don't think so. Let me see if there's anything that had saves that we should come back to. We have the musical clown right there. I'll run that again for 10 seconds in case anyone's interested. It does, he sings, he plays, he moves his head. It's very creepy. But, oh, you put in a pre-bid, Ella? Vintage by Carly, thank you so much. You're getting creepy. You're getting the cute but creepy guy. Yay. Thank you. Let me check the pre-bids. Thank you, Carly. There. Oh my god, look at that. Yes. Okay. So we'll start with the thank you so much for the pre-bids. This sweet little toothpick holder from Nippon. Thank you so much. That will run now. Sweet little thank you, Ella. Sweet little toothpick holder. Antique hand painted Nippon. Thank you, Ella. That is coming to you. And that's your first purchase. Cock-a-doodle-doo. And you're getting a little piece of my mother. I mean, not literally. You know what I mean. Something from my mom. I love it. And you got coupons now. So make sure you apply the coupon before I run the next thing. In case you also put a pre-bid in something else. So make sure you put in a coupon. Because Mom would be very upset if you didn't get your coupon. Because she loved coupons. Mom was big on her coupons, which is why there's also a coupon code. If you don't yet have a coupon, that one is is that the big pupper or the little pupper? It's a big pupper. Okay, so this is damaged. This is from Uncle Jack. He lived in Harwood, Ontario. He has a very sad story. He passed away in the 80s. Oh my gosh, he was in his 80s at the time. He came to Canada to farm and to make money from England, and then he made money, went back home, married a girl from his hometown. They got married. She came and lived with him on the farm, and had a baby, and then decided that farm life was not for her. And this is from his collection that he gave to my mom. It was already pre-broken, but I just think, I don't know, that just gives it some extra little history. I just love it. And he had dogs when I was a kid. He had a little small border collie, and I was just in love with, thank you, Carly. I was just in love with his dogs, and then I ended up getting a border collie. But yeah, Uncle Jack Chapman, this was his. Thank you, Vintage by Carly. That's coming to you. Thank you, thank you. You bid on yourself. Oh no, you were excited. That's why. Well, thank you. I'll throw extra love your way. Thank you. You forgot you pre-bid already. Look at you. And let me see what else. We've got that other pupper. Where's the other pupper? Yeah, I'll run this one too. I know it's a higher price. This one's in really good condition. But I will run that for 12 instead of 15. Just in case. Isn't it sweet? He's the cutest little guy. He's the cutest little guy. All right. Okay. Let me just double check on my list here of things. Oh, look at that. We've got some more. You guys are awesome. Where's the mouse? Where did I put the mouse? Oh, the mouse is underneath the teacups. Thank you for your pre-bids. So isn't this sweet? Hi, Genji. How are you? Welcome in. So look, it's got, Mom loved folk art, and she didn't do this. She bought this off someone. And it's just the most adorable thing ever. Like, look at that cute little mouse. It is so freaking adorable. You could hang this up or you could just sit it on a shelf. It is just absolutely adorable. And Carly, that's coming to you. Thank you so much. 1, 2, 3. And then I see, oops, what am I doing? I almost left my own show. That would have been awkward. Oh, and, ooh, you've got good taste. So this is vintage finish, art glass. It is actually signed on the bottom. And the particular artist who created these masterpieces that actually are meant to look like an iceberg, that he died in 1985. So this is probably 70s, 60s. If you looked up the sold comps, you know that my pricing is fair, more than fair. Gorgeous piece of finished glass, and that is running now. Thank you, Ella. It is such a beautiful piece and lovely crystal too. Still makes a beautiful sound. Ella, thank you so much. That's coming to you. 1, 2, 3. Let me just wrap that up really well. Thank you, thank you. Isn't it stunning? Such a stunning piece. I love that sort of realistic, that realism. I love art when art and realism come together like that. It's so beautiful. It's kind of part of that brutalistic period, but it's pretty at the same time, and it's crystal. Okay, any other requests before we find someone to raid? I'm just going to double check my here to see if there are any saves that maybe I've got a couple of saves, so I will run again just in case. We've got the bone china pomander. You can put this in, you can forget about the hanging and put baking soda in it and put it in your kitchen. It still smells like whatever potpourri is in here that Mom so you get the potpourri that's already, oh, you know what? It's lavender in here. It's still got the lavender, which was probably from the CNE, because every year we would go to CNE and get lavender from the CNE. It still smells like lavender. Oh my gosh, that's an amazing smell. In a couple of weeks, I will do another show where I'm going to try and get through another 3 boxes. So I'll have this stuff, plus I'll have more stuff to show off. Some of the stuff here maybe I'm gonna not run again. Just depends. I'll go through it and to make a decision. This very pretty handmade glass roses are running now. So very, like, look at each one of these leaves, and then there's even thorns that have been created. It's just cray cray. And did that. Did that. If there's something that you want me to run, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just double checking. All right, perfect. I think we've managed to do everything. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me to go through my mom's stuff. I appreciate the support and the friendship. You guys are amazing. Who are we going to go into? Who's on right now? That we haven't been to before in a while. It's showing me a lot of US people. Let's go into I Will Always Love Vintage. She's doing other arts and handmade. So, oh, she's on the Makers Raid train again. So let's go show her some love. She's in near Barrie, Ontario, and I really appreciate everybody. Thank you for your purchases. I love you guys, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now. Let's put some